It's the Utah Utes and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Ammon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Horned Frogs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And his throw is incomplete. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. It's the conference finale today. Win this, win extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them.
Here's a little room there. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utes. Ammon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Utah Utes and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Dumps it to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback. Finding some room. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
To throw, it's Dampier. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Makes the grab in their space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second. They're staring at 3rd.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here's a gift to Parker. Got maybe a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Running inside, it's Payne. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Horned Frogs will have it first and 10. Motion from the wideout. Snags it, and he's open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. The run inside. It's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Tempo and overdrive. Quick completion to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage.
Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far.
Utah 7, TCU 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Hauls it in. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's James. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit.
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Pucks it out of the air.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Complete downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Bray. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
14, TCU 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the catch. It's Payne. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
to the air. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, they're after him. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Throwing right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Maybe some room here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
TCU 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking for room. It's Payne. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, Week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Arizona taking on the Kansas State Wildcats.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of...
Off to the races to the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops? And the offense keep this up?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
A run for the quarterback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
To the air. It's Dampier. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Andrews. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let it go. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should.
Grabs it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. He's loose down the left side. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sprague. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to Parker. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Finds his man. It's Parker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to...
Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick release on the RPO.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air on second down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Gets the back moving. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's got him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Utes want to crank the tempo.
When you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Utes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Keeps looking downfield. Hubs it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Right back to the well. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They'll run for it. It's Parker. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.